it's time to make our move to capture Hephaestus with the old sort of distraction technique that we're using. We're going to have, is it 3.5 hours? We're going to have to download Hephaestus, remove his malicious code. Everyone else will be putting themselves at risk, releasing the beacons that will probably alert the zeniths. We've convinced Alva to come and help us, but with the caveat, if it looks like she's going to be captured, she's asked us to kill her because she does not want to go back to a life with the zeniths, of being a slave essentially. And yeah, I'm not too happy about that.
Their focuses to send all kinds of messages back in the day.
All over the world too, anytime they wanted. Yeah, I don't know if I'd like that. I wouldn't want my Aunt Alga knowing she could just talk to me every second of the day.
Yeah.
My ears would pop off.
I don't know why, but I seem to resonate with Beta. Did I say Alva? I meant Beta anyway. I seem to resonate with Beta in a different way than to Aloy. I don't know, in like a... You just... I think I said at the end of the last video, but her like... how uncomfortable she feels at like every moment is so tangible. Like you really feel it. I really feel it. So I really don't want to have her be sacrificed, but yeah. You would imagine something bad is going to happen to someone here, right? If we do have to face off against the Zeniths, they're too far advanced. We need the tech that Silence has to disable their shields, and without well, wait, did we retro-engineer something of that effect? Something to that effect? We did pick it up, but I don't think we actually were able to get it to work. So I imagine that that's what's going to happen, because we haven't dealt with Regala and Silence or anything yet. Even though I guess the map is pretty... I know there's lots of things I've not done. I just mean in terms of revealing the map. It's pretty revealed. We've not done all of the points of interest, obviously, but it's pretty revealed, so I don't know where... There could be there could always be underground facilities, right? And we finally had Elysium be mentioned in the last video, so is that going to show up? Are they saving that for a possible sequel? Guy has said that, you know, they had enough resources to survive for exactly 100 years, but the facility went offline well before that. She didn't sort of say how long before. So maybe either machines got in or there was some sort of civil unrest inside. Hey, maybe someone similar to the Zenith cracked the old immortality science and decided to kill everyone else so they had enough resources. I don't know. It's tricky. I realised that I called the corporation that was over here at the greenhouse Exogeny. That's from Mass Effect, isn't it? I realised after I finished. Anyway, right, we're going, man. We're going. I know we've got a side quest from Alva, but I've just got to hope that that doesn't get cancelled out or something, because I want to do this now. She sort of sprung that on us, and it's like, is it San Francisco or Los Angeles? Is it LA? Or is it San Francisco? I can't remember which one it is now. Bloody hell. Anyway, it's so far away. I'd like to travel properly where possible.
Hey Gaia, me again.
Welcome back, Aloy. Where shall we resume?
Okay. We're going.
Okay, people. It's time to head out.
I'll get everyone together.
Wow. Okay, she's riding with Val. Good luck, Errand. Katalo, Zoe. Alva, I guess. Oh god. Taste of freedom. I'm bricking it, man. I'm really bricking it here for beta.
All right, connections in place. Booting up.
Beta, Aloy. I am fully installed on this core and ready to connect to the Cauldron network.
It's good to hear your voice. Errand, everyone. Fire your pulses and sound off.
I'm at my cauldron. This thingy, it's blinking. Did I do it right? In position at my cauldron. My pulse generator is blinking also.
That means they're working. I'm in position and mine is too. Mine as well.
Okay, radio silence until I give the all clear. Signing off. Gaia, let's cage the beast.
Connecting to the Cauldron network now.
Elizabeth Sobek, Alpha Prime, activating Omega clearance. Elizabeth Sobek, Alpha Prime, activating Omega clearance.
Clearance confirmed. Initiating containment sequence.
Critical threat detected. Imperative escape containment. Applying countermeasures.
Lock it down!
Terminating external connections.
It's working. It's got nowhere to go.
Probably going to summon machines though, right?
Initiating contingency.
Oh no.
Wait, what's that?
Malware detected. Attempting to compensate.
It's cracked.
Look!
Facility activated. Engaging autonomous defenses. Directive neutralize.
That means
Okay,
machines are on
that's
their way.
fine. That's fine. As long as it doesn't summon the Zenith.
Get ready.
Here they come!
What kind of machines? Point defense. I knew it would be like this.
Time to fight!
Oh! Was that a Ravager?
Stay back!
Gotta get in as many hits as I can.
Ammo for you! Get back! We got this! That was a well-placed hit! Over here, you!
Got him. Destroyed the weapon too.
Oh! Help!
Aloy!
No!
Aloy! Need a hand over here! Right away from Beta!
I am sick of you, big man.
Stay back!
Yeah, acid really effective
That's all
there.
done for now.
let's craft. Gonna have to be a little careful here with the machine muscle supplies.
You two okay?
Still breathing.
Aloy, Hephaestus can't escape, but it must have fled.
Deeper into the facility.
I'll drive it back here.
Alright.
I'll get the cracked core fixed in the meantime.
We don't really need the supplies just yet.
All my life.
I'll save them in case we have to do a final defense later on. Oop, wrong way. I thought its contingency was going to be to contact the Zeniths. But maybe they're an equal threat.
Hephaestus. Force it out of wherever it's hiding. Make it retreat to the core.
Deactivate connection. No one.
No, you don't, Hephaestus! I'll find another way over.
Right.
Wings holding up?
Aloy, I'm patched into your focus feed. You should know there's a huge power draw coming from the next chamber.
Thanks for the heads up. I'm almost there.
I'm in. Hang on. Resources. Am I gonna come back this way though? Oh, damn it, I don't know. Where are the health potions? I got large ones, right?
It's some kind of production chamber. Hephaestus is up to something, all right?
And like a
What
huge
kind of machine is it
acid
trying
bath.
to build?
I don't know, but I'm gonna shut it down. I bet those metal carriers will lead me to where it's getting materials from.
I bet that's where Hephaestus is hiding too.
Trying to just determine what that is. It might be a slaughter spine.
I gotta find where Hephaestus is hiding. Looks like there are a couple of ways I could go.
Two different
Well, that
ways.
doesn't sound good. I might be able to catch Blight on the rail. Go over the shield.
There's no point going in there until
Aloy,
we're
I've
low on
managed to
resources.
rewire most of the components in the core, but the energy processor's cracked. Without a way to fabricate another, there's no way I can fix it.
Okay, let me think. What if you bypass the processor? Connect it to...
The power node. I think that could work.
I think it could.
I've gone the complete wrong way here. Oh, maybe not. Watches, sure. Oh, this is blocked off. That's motor.
Should be able to catch a ride on one of those metal carriers.
Oh, long legs. My most hated machine from the first game.
Just a little longer. Okay. I'm gonna drive Hephaestus out of here.
Leap lashes.
There should be a node you can override near the central platform.
Thanks. I should deal with these machines first.
Well, that didn't kill him! Power shots. Oh, so I'm not down. Right. What have we got? Leap lashes are plenty. Oh no, you don't! Oh! Me and Aloy with the synchronized grunts. Get out of here, long leg. I hate you. We're quite well stocked on machine muscle. Loot! Oh, they are really sensitive to that. And he's down. And we're doing this in style. It's nice being over-leveled. Right, that was everyone? Override, baby.
Secondary defenses. Intruder, your coming is at hand.
What was that?
Oh, great. More machines on the way.
Beta! Hephaestus has locked me out of the node. Any ideas?
Ordnance package.
I'll see what I can do.
Right, hold on. Grim, okay, they're all weak to purge water and acid. Oh, what am I doing? Right, let's go all in on the acid then. Oh, great. And then let's hit it with some plasma. Oh! Hit some power shots, Aloy. Wow, that did a lot of damage. Acid for extra damage. Oh, come on, Matt. Quick! I might have hit the Grimhorn. It was weak to water as well. Let's stack some status effects. Oh, come on. I have been strong against plasma. No, fire and electricity. I'm sick of your rocket launchers, buddy. Oh!
I got them all.
I tapped into the core's network hub. I managed to disrupt Hephaestus' control of the node. You should be able to override it now.
Craft, craft, craft!
Nice. Thanks.
Oh, it is reloaded. Fine, fine. Wait, what?
Engage manufacturer cycle X97 Gamma.
Not today.
Retreat to materials. Bay Caster 1-1.
Where did the other
Sounds like it fled to another chamber.
Leap Lasher?
Well, I better not get comfortable.
Alright.
Energy containment fail. Safes overring.
Great. Hephaestus covered the floor with lightning. I gotta find a way over it.
Aloy! More machines keep coming! Please tell me you're getting close!
Yeah, I'm working on it. I've been smashing through a lot of machines on my side, too.
I guess Aaron's missing out!
Aloy, I'm making progress on the bypass, but I need something to hold the cycling module together.
Maybe a ligament from one of the machine carcasses?
Right? Or some luminous braiding.
We could reinforce it with a conversion cylinder.
For increased connectivity! I think we can do this, Aloy!
Don't speak too soon, man. Come on. One step at a time. No! That was a mistake. Oh. Could have sworn I just saw like a whole gaggle of machines. Oh God! Where am I supposed to be going now? We can't get in there. Do I need to smash through that glass? Is that the actual route? No, chests. That's still shielded. We'll have to deal with that on the way back. Am I just being massively stupid? I mean, we're obviously supposed to go in there. No.
I gotta find a way past this shield. Miscalculated that landing.
I could have blatantly got through then as well. That's not the intended path. I have no idea then. Because that's where we just
There's a
came
way
from.
over the shield.
I just tried that. I genuinely just tried that. Is that climbable? Oh, for God's sake.
Alright. I need to drive Hephaestus out of here.
There should be another node to override.
Got it.
Right in the arse. Oh, not these things. Sticky bomb. Chill out, dude. I think there's another spikes now.
Countermeasure ZX override not security plus defenses.
No.
Oh, here we go again.
Oh, that just isn't
How
good.
did that not kill
I'll
that
try to
thing?
get your access back.
That does so much damage. Okay, I don't know why. Oh, we've got like an emergency acid pod, haven't we? I knew it was close. Alright, you're no trouble, you mate. Oh, jeez, I didn't get the shot away then. 'Cause I've got no high ground. That's the thing. There we go, that should do it. Yeah, machine muscle supplies are okay. Okay, great. Shock? Oh! Oh! There's too many obstacles to get hung up on in here. I appreciate you breaking free of my ropes, big man. Perfect. How'd you like me now? Nice.
There. Node access restored. Now you can override it.
Good work.
You did the heavy lifting.
They're really being generous with the resources.
See of 8 embers Construction Bay 1.
Okay. Hephaestus is running out of places to hide.
Aloy? I just registered a huge energy surge back in the production chamber.
Yeah, I know.
Something big is happening.
Here too. Everything's glowing.
The machine Hephaestus was building. It must have finished it.
It's powerful, whatever it is. I'm almost done with the core repairs. Should we come to you? Maybe I could distract the machine if...
No. Just stay where you are, okay? Handling the machine is my job.
Okay. Be safe.
Please not Loch Ness Monster again. Slaughter spine?
First. Those things on its legs are glowing. I think it's charging up.
Smack it! Oh no!
Finish charging.
This thing is a bit weird. It doesn't have that many tools. It just has like a big, massive thing. Yeah, water and frost. Wait, what? Oh no, I want frost! That's bad. That sucks. Get the stamina going. Oh no. Quick! Fill up the bar! Got him. Nail him. Alright, he's not amazingly tanky. Yeah, this acid's not going to do enough. Oh, that's doing a decent amount. Right, now we need to hit it with some heavy damage. Oh! Oh, that's a good shot, Matt.
Maybe purge water can dampen its attack.
Yes, I know, Aloy. It's got acid on it. It's down. It's done.
It's done.
You did it! There should be one more node to override.
Handled him pretty well. I think I'm
Stand
probably
by.
a bit
I'm
over
sending
level.
Hephaestus back to you.
But I do not mind. Because we were hitting way harder than, say, the Loch Ness Monster thing. The Tide Ripper that we fought in the Cauldron. That thing was way tankier. Might just be a Tide Ripper thing. Yeah, that is the thing about the Slaughter Spines. They're sort of a bit similar to the Scorchers, right? Like, you know, if I had to choose... Oh god, there were weapons I could have knocked down. Like, if I had to choose between fighting a Scorcher or a Ravager, like they're very similar, I would pick the Scorcher because it doesn't have as much ranged stuff. Well, to be fair, the new Scorchers are a lot tougher, but... where... Here we go. Yeah, the acid really allowed us to do heavy damage there. The fact that it wasn't strong against any particular element.
No more hiding, Hephaestus!
Got it! Hephaestus is back in the core!
Make sure it stays there. I'm heading back.
And then we can start the merge.
Because of you, Beta. I'm glad you came along. And you, Varl. We couldn't have done any of this without you.
Right back at you, Aloy.
How do I get out? Seriously? Do I just take the high road here? Looks like it. It's not likely that would have been anyone's first Slaughter Spine, right? Because there's one in I can't remember whether it's LA or San Francisco now, but I'm going to say San Francisco. No, LA, I don't know. On the one that you have to sail to anyway, you go past two of the things. Right, this is where I expect something bad to happen. Or sorry, something even worse to happen.
Falling gently.
Aloy, the bypass is done.
The core is stable. Hephaestus is 100% contained. And we better get started with the merge. It's all set up.
Gaia, establish the link, please.
Done.
To complete the merge, we need to excise Hephaestus' malicious code. Carefully.
Sun wings. I knew it, man. Run.
Well, hello, redundant copy. You've cost us quite a lot of time.
It's not gonna work anymore. Don't panic.
Eric, get Beta.
Shit. No.
And squash that bug while you're at it.
Silence would be a really good time now.
Well,
Right, he's not down. Run!
Ooh! Get behind me.
Oh, Val, please, no. Did that affect his shield at all?
Come on! Quit screwing around.
Now we're having fun, right?
Oh, God!
Aloy!
Finally. Tilda, get Gaia and Hephaestus ready for transport. Tilda!
I failed.
Hang on.
All is not lost.
Tilda! What the hell are you doing? Stop her!
No way.
Even see her?
What about Val? If Tilda's helping us, surely she's got the technology to heal him. Unless she left him behind.
Beta. Varl.
Where are we? We're in an old world facility.
Where am I?
Ah, you're awake. You took quite a hit when Gerard attacked you. I imagine you must still be in a great deal of pain. I can assure you that we are safe. The others can't detect us here.
You mean the other Zeniths? You must be Tilda.
I wasn't sure if Beta would have told you about me.
Where is she?
Alive. And while she isn't where she wants to be, not in urgent danger. We must discuss how to get her back, of course, after you've shaken off the cobwebs. When you're ready, take the stairs down the hall and come see me. In the meantime, I'll make breakfast.
Oh, this is weird.
Okay.
We know I kind of posited that Tilda and Elizabeth might have been an item at some point in time, which is maybe why Tilda is helping us now. But what about Val? You know, when you're dealing with like immortal people with the science of immortality, you have to wonder whether she was able to help him, save him. New interlude.
What was all this for? Some kind of survival bunker?
Maybe we're in Elysium. God damn it, Val. I'm clinging to the hope that he might be here. Or are we in Thebes?
What is this?
Just a few favorites from my collection.
God, you sycophant.
Rescued and stored here just before I went off-world. Take a look, if you like. I'm curious to hear your impressions.
My friend is dead. Beta and Gaia are gone, and you want me to look at old paintings?
Don't be so quick to dismiss the comfort we can find in art, or the insight we might gain.
Oh God.
My favorite pairing on the left is Woman Reading a Letter by Vermeer, a true master. And on the right is a forgery, Woman Reading Music, which fooled experts into believing it was a priceless original. Early in my career, I became fascinated with such deceptions. Eventually, I developed scanning software that could detect fakes with unparalleled accuracy.
Is that how you made enough money to buy your way onto the Odyssey?
Oh no. I made my real fortune later. Selene an Endymion. She's the goddess of the moon, whereas he's a simple shepherd. Beside her is the god of love, Cupid.
So she's sneaking up on him?
More like visiting him in secret. The torch that Cupid bears represents Selene's undying infatuation with him. Though the two must remain apart, her love will forever burn.
Okay, yeah, definitely don't like where this is going. There was definitely something between her and Elizabeth at some point in time when they were younger, right? There's no way Elizabeth would have helped the Far Zenith project out of anything to do with her own scientific principles, right? It has to be to do with a personal connection.
This is Rembrandt painting Jeremiah, a man in mourning.
Mourning what?
His home. The ancient city of Jerusalem. He foresaw its impending doom, but could do nothing to prevent it. So instead, he saved its treasures from destruction, just as I saved these works. You could say we're kindred spirits.
So she's creating a story of her own life, I guess, here. So the fake and the real thing, maybe being Elizabeth, and Aloy being a clone. Falling in love with someone beneath her, as she maybe regards Aloy or maybe Beta being the copy. Jerusalem being Earth.
A portrait of the painter, Rembrandt's son Titus, depicted in the habit of a monk.
I don't get it. Why would someone like you, with infinite resources, care about this painting of a boy in a hood?
It's not the image itself, but the feeling it conveys. The face is bright and defined, but his eyes are downcast, heavy with misfortune. And the background seems to swallow all light. The painting is infused with a sense of loss.
I guess I understand how the painter feels.
So she's been forced to live away from her home, away from the person she loves, maybe, with the Far Zenith project.
Rembrandt's The Night Watch, by far the most famous painting my homeland ever produced. It was commissioned to honor a militia made up of influential citizens.
I guess you must have been an influential citizen?
In my day. But not as influential as you've been in this new world.
Ship lost at sea.
The Gust. By Willem van de Velde, the most famous of his many maritime paintings.
A ship crossing into the unknown. I guess you're familiar with that.
Indeed, which is why I appreciate this composition in particular. Though waves and wind threaten to destroy the ship, it perseveres, clinging to the light even as darkness closes in all around it.
I mean, that thing with the peasant farmer or whatever it was. I mean, if there was a thing with her and Elizabeth, surely Elizabeth would be the god of the moon here. She was the true visionary, right?
Stunning, isn't it? Paintings were the only masterpieces of my people's golden age. This is Van Vianen's leaded ewer, molded from a single sheet of silver.
What was it for?
How like Elizabeth you are. Function over form. Its practical purpose was less important than its meaning. Van Vianen created it in honor of his late brother, who himself was a famous silversmith.
A memorial?
Yes. Such beauty from sorrow.
A lot of weight on his shoulders. I know the feeling.
Done so soon?
I've got more important things to worry about.
I looked at all of it.
We both do. There is much we are trying to save. Not the least of which is in that vault. There's nothing wrong with savoring such treasures for a moment more. Or come upstairs and we'll get down to business. Your choice.
I've looked at everything, Tilda.
There you are. Feeling better?
How did you find us? At the cauldron? And what did you do to everyone right before I passed out?
All business, I see. Well, suffice it to say we were keeping a very close eye on Hephaestus, knowing we would need it at some point. Your ruse didn't fool us, and as for my little trick, it was an overload of the senses, accompanied by an energy discharge. Gerard and Eric were only momentarily disoriented due to their shields, but it rendered you unconscious while I got you out. Perhaps some breakfast might steady you a bit?
God, couldn't she have picked up Varl, used the technology to heal him?
This was your house. The one you recreated for Beta, in the data channel you shared.
How perceptive of you. Please, this way.
After everything your people have done, you think I'm just gonna sit down and have a chat with you?
They're not my people. They never were, and especially not now.
You shot off into space with them, and lived with them for 1,000 years before coming back. So what made you suddenly turn on them?
Quite simply, this.
My old focus. You repaired it? But that means you've seen
Incredible things. What you've accomplished in 2 decades of life. A 1,000 years at my back and I haven't even come close. I'm sorry if I invaded your privacy, but I had to. In order to understand. To be enlightened. You truly are Elizabeth's blood. With her drive, her sense of mission, her integrity. Watching all this shamed me for the company that I've kept. Having seen it, all I want is to help you.
even if it means stopping your friends?
Especially so. Please, sit down. There. That's better. Now, we must recover Beta and Gaia at all costs. By now, you must know that Gerard intends to use Gaia to reboot the Earth's biosphere. Remaking this world to specifications that would only suit us immortals. This process will kill every living thing on the planet. He calls it a clean install.
Not if I stop him first.
Not if we do. And once he and the others are gone, we can work together to fulfill Elizabeth's dream. I'm sure Beta told you that there's a build of the Apollo database on board our ship. A complete collection of human knowledge. With that and Gaia, we could do everything Elizabeth wanted.
Wow.
Heal the biosphere, educate the people of this world, uplift them. Create the world she imagined.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. From what I've seen, your friends are invincible.
I do wish you would stop calling them my friends. And they're not invincible. In fact, a friend of yours has found a way to defeat them.
Silence.
Oh, he's been a busy bee, building an army powerful enough to crash through Gerard's precious base.
Yeah. Regala and her rebels.
Even now she's preparing a final march on the Tenakth capital. When she wins, she'll have the entire tribe under her control. Hundreds of warriors and machines to throw at the base. She's been duped. They'll all perish, of course. But it should be enough to break Gerard's defenses and allow Silence to kill him. Along with all the others.
Using the new weapon he's developed.
Yes, he's found a way to circumvent our shields. Truly an exceptional man. He's planned for everything. Except you and me. You see, while his army is battering down Gerard's doors, you and I will sneak in through a back way. One that only I know about. While Silence and my friends are busy battling each other, we'll take back Beta and Gaia. I told you I want to help you. I mean it.
Scotty, yeah, I don't like trusting a man. Could she not have blinded them all before Varl got stabbed in the chest? You know? Like... Do you have to wait, like, until exactly after he'd just been killed? Beta's gonna be pissed with us, man. We broke our promise.
You said Beta's not in urgent danger, so what are the Zeniths doing to her?
Putting her to work. Merging Hephaestus with Gaia. A difficult, time-consuming task, as I'm sure you know. They will compel her if need be. But her life is not in danger. She's the only one who can do it.
Because you people made her to be nothing but a tool.
Gerard's idea, not mine. They always viewed me with suspicion when I attempted any form of kindness towards her. That's why I created the data channel. A virtual place where we could speak in peace.
If these people are that, like, if these other people are this sort of pig-headed, like, how did they make themselves immortal, right? I know that there's other people with them on the spaceship.
So this channel you shared with Beta, none of the other Zeniths ever found out about it.
Gerard believes he's the most cunning of all of us. Even after 1,000 years, he still can't imagine that I would outwit him. The channel allowed me to interact with Beta away from their mistrustful eyes. It offered us a chance to be ourselves.
Until you cut off all contact.
Yes. Though it pained me. I was worried that our meetings would do her more harm than good.
How?
She felt like you tossed her aside.
I was afraid the others would find out and punish her. She may not have had the comforts of friendship anymore, but at least I ensured she was safe. I know it seems harsh, but you must believe that her well-being has always been paramount to me.
Is there any reason why they wouldn't know about this place? It was your home, after all.
Why did you make the data channel look like this place?
I built this house as a shelter to weather any storm. A safe place. Not just for me, but for the art stored below. Cultural artifacts of incalculable value. Truly some of the greatest achievements of human civilization.
And you wanted Beta to see them?
Yes. Her upbringing was so cold and technical. I thought if she could experience Vermeer and Rembrandt, it would bring something else into her life.
Yeah, sure.
A heritage every bit as valuable as the scientific and technical data being drummed into her. I'm sorry I had to cut off contact, but I'll never regret sharing this house with her. She needed its shelter even more than I did.
But yeah, but like all that artwork is kind of useless unless you have a foundation of, you know, human experience to reflect on it with, right? Right. I think her relationship with Elizabeth is a good foundation to talk to her about everything else. I probably should have asked this first before asking about Beta, but...
So you knew Elizabeth. What was she like?
Liz was everything she was. I see in you. And more. Your ingenuity, your determination, your moral compass. You've managed to distill her greatest qualities and make them your own.
I'm not asking about me. Tell me about Elizabeth. What was she really like?
The honest answer is that I don't actually know. For all the time that I spent with her, she always kept a part of herself locked away. It was like that from the moment we met.
Okay. I thought they were going to have had a more intimate relationship than that, but I guess that's just a presumption on my part. A part of herself she hid away. Maybe there's some parts of Elizabeth's past that we'll discover, maybe.
So when you met Elizabeth, she was what? Distant? Aloof?
Not aloof. Not exactly. It was a summit in Paris about machine learning, a touchy subject in those days, because regulatory authorities were just starting to clamp down on AIs. Liz gave the keynote address. She had already achieved great renown for her work in automated environmental reclamation. But in her address, she was just starting to imagine the next step, an AI-driven system that wouldn't just act on its programming, but actually take responsibility for its sphere of influence.
To care about life. Not just follow orders.
Revolutionary stuff. I was fascinated. And I wanted to meet her for a long time. I watched her after her talk. She had spoken with such moral authority, such empathy. But after that, she retreated. I could tell she felt uncomfortable with all of her admirers. It was as if giving the talk had cost her something. I didn't want to be a pest, so I planned my approach carefully.
Right. You sound like a stalker.
So how did you finally approach Elizabeth after her talk?
I picked the right moment. The morning of the next day, right as she came back to the conference, she had just had her coffee. She was fresh, rested. It was like she had braced herself for the onslaught of colleagues. I asked if I could walk with her, then put forth a question about her talk that I thought was intelligent. Her answer made me realize it wasn't, but she was very welcoming. Almost as if we were previously acquainted. It was only halfway through the conversation that I realized she knew exactly who I was. It was quite a shock to me. My business was trafficking in secrets, and I took great pains to protect my anonymity. So that was Liz, perpetually one step ahead. I came to view our meeting as a metaphor for our friendship. She always seemed to know me far better than I knew her.
I guess I know the feeling.
I think she's holding something back, man. There's no way she just has these thoughts and admirations for Elizabeth just from afar. I think she's holding something back.
My old focus. How did you find it, let alone repair it?
When we encountered you at the Hades Proving Lab, Gerard saw you as a redundancy. I knew better. You were a revelation.
But it helped us then as well.
Dramatic escape. Bravo, by the way. Gerard and Eric assumed you were dead and gave up the hunt. I wasn't so sure. When the others were busy, I returned to the lab and searched for any trace of you. That's when I found this little treasure. Not easy to repair, but certainly worth the effort. As I watched your life unfold, you were like a splash of color on a worn canvas. What Liz was, and more.
Did you show it to the others?
Of course not. It was your actions that inspired me to defy them. It's worth noting that if I hadn't found it and watched its contents, I wouldn't have known to save you at the cauldron. You'd be dead.
So I should be grateful?
If you like.
It's a little hard to believe that none of their scummy personality traits have rubbed off on her over a 1,000-year period, right?
So you know all about me. What about you?
She values her
What would you like
anonymity.
to know?
Well, start with your life on Earth.
She sounds like she was a
When
fence.
I was 8, terrorists flooded my home city. Thousands drowned, my parents included. I was one of the few who survived. My guardian sent me to boarding school. Among my peers, I was the strange girl, the orphan to be avoided. All because of circumstances beyond my control.
Oh. So we're a lot alike, huh?
Aren't we? You were an outcast. But you didn't let that stop you from getting what you needed. Neither did I. I climbed my way out of desolation and used my wits to build a fortune. First from the technical analysis of art and the detection of forgeries. Profitable expertise in those days. But as it turned out, the software I developed was even more useful for counterintelligence. From there, it was only a short step to gathering extremely valuable intelligence on my own.
You were a spy?
More like a service one could turn to for information. I had to remain anonymous, of course, to protect my privacy. But despite that anonymity, Far Zenith inevitably sought me out.
How far along was their project?
What happened when Far Zenith approached you?
They painted an irresistible vision of humanity's future. One where we need not fear illness or death, where we explored the furthest reaches of the stars and thrived. It was only later that I realized that they only intended to bequeath this future to the rich and powerful. By the time I finally figured it out, the walls were closing in, Pharaoh's machines were devouring the Earth. So I accepted Far Zenith's invitation to a berth on the Odyssey. I wanted Liz to come, but she had nobler plans, as you well know.
But you wanted her to come even though you met her once in Paris? Like, nonsense. Nonsense! She's hiding something.
So you didn't know the other Zeniths were monsters until it was too late?
I knew some of them were, certainly. It wasn't until we were off-planet that I understood the true scope of their greed. I was grateful to simply be alive, but the others became obsessed with a kind of effortless immortality. They built a colony where machines serviced their every need, where any memory or fantasy could be endlessly savored in virtual reality. It wasn't life. It was stultifying, a pampered dream state. As the decades passed, I withdrew more and more, alone yet again, but this time with eons to consider my mistakes. Now finally, having met you, I feel like I have a second chance.
To do what?
Help you, of course. To fulfill Liz's dream, which isn't so different from Far Zenith's original vision. A better future for humanity.
She didn't really tell us about the other Zeniths.
Beta told me your colony was destroyed. That you came back to Earth because you had nowhere else to go.
It's true.
What?
After we reached our destination, a planet in the Sirius star system, we spent decades building a new home. The physical constraints of Earth, the boundaries of mortality, gone. To think of what we could have done with it. It might have been a utopia. Instead, we stagnated, absorbed in effortless comforts and virtual realities. It took a cataclysm to finally yank us out of our stupor.
What happened?
A massive geological event. We knew of instabilities in the planet core, but we underestimated them. By the time the collapse was upon us, it was too late to stop it. Only a few of us made it to the ship in time.
Really?
We set course for Earth, the only safe harbor left to us.
Which you decided to make unsafe for anyone else.
Not me. Gerard. He believes it's better to wipe the canvas clean than work around the smudges. No more primitive tribes, no more combat machines, only a blank slate to do with as he pleases. But we will stop him. All we have to do is get into that base.
So I wish you could tell us how many Zeniths there actually are, because we know that the ship is still in orbit.
What exactly is your plan to sneak into the Zenith base?
We will make use of a lesson I learned from an early age. Always know your exits. In this case, a place where Gerard's new construction meets the ancient foundation, a passage that only I can access. When Silence flings his army at the base, we will enter through this back door, bypassing most of the fighting. The distraction will provide us with a window in which to rescue Beta and Gaia.
You know where she'll be?
Once we're inside the base, where will we find Beta and Gaia?
Here in the command center. By then, Gaia will have been reunited with all of its subordinate functions, including Hephaestus.
What about the alpha build of Apollo on your ship?
A simple matter of recovery once the others have been dealt with. With that in hand, we'll have everything we need to make this world as it should be.
Are there no other Zeniths on the ship?
How do you know about Silence's plan?
He isn't the only one adept at spyware.
You hacked his focus?
No, he's too careful for that. But his subordinates? Not so much. He gave additional focuses to the tribals he branded the Sons of Prometheus.
The ones working with Regala.
By tapping their focuses, I learned about most of his dealings. The distribution of override technology, the arming of Tanakh rebels, and the secret pact with Regala to attack Gerard's base.
But how did he come up with a weapon that can take down your shields?
That's the one thing I haven't been able to figure out, but however he did it, I'm quite certain it will work. With it and the Tanakh army, victory seems to be within his grasp. Such a shame he'll be disappointed.
I'd rather help Silence.
Regala's only interested in killing Hekarro and waging war on the Karja. What does she have to gain by attacking Zeniths?
It's the price she must pay for her war. Without the ability to override machines, her little rebellion would have languished in the desert.
So she trades with the Sons of Prometheus. Machines to help her overthrow Hekarro.
In exchange for an assault on the base. Pride has deluded her into thinking she can actually survive such a battle. And all without ever knowing who the Sons of Prometheus really answer to. Yet for all of Silence's brilliance, still he underestimates you. That blind spot is what will allow us to take Beta and Gaia right out from under him.
While hundreds of Tanakh are cut down outside.
We've got to be able to help the people, to help the Tanakh, right? She can't talk about saving humanity, creating a better world, right? That's all fluff if we then let the Tanakh just be meat shields to allow us safe passage, right? It's all nonsense then.
First Varl.
Yeah.
Now Hikaru and the Tenakth. Your plan would wipe out an entire tribe. There has to be another way.
We are in an admittedly desperate situation, but I assure you there isn't. Remember Zero Dawn. Elizabeth's sacrifice. Sometimes many have to die for a new world to grow.
If it looks impossible, look deeper. Wait. The data channel. It still exists, doesn't it? I need you to open it. Let me talk to Beta.
Impossible. We might be detected.
It's worth the risk. There is another way, one where the Tenakth survive.
But we won't.
Well,
If the others...
If you want to help, open it.
she's not going to be happy with us, dude. Yeah, she's not in a good place.
What are they doing to her?
Virtual reality dissociation. The manual merge of Hephaestus will take hours upon hours of tedious micromanagement. If she resists the work, they run simulations to induce feelings of isolation and despair.
Beta, can you hear me?
You're alive. They're watching me. I can't hold up this extra projection for long. You should have killed me.
No. No, look at me. I'm coming for you. I promise. Okay? I just need you to hold out a little while longer and work on the merge.
Then I think it can be done.
I'll contact again when it's time. Can you hold on?
As long as I know you're coming for me, I can endure anything.
All right. I did as you asked. Now I think you need to tell me what you're planning.
I'm going to take Silent's army away. I don't need it. Only the weapon he made to penetrate your shields.
And how do you propose to get it? Ask him nicely?
Something like
Regala
that.
and her rebels, he won't have a choice. We'll be his only option.
Only option for what? What did you tell her?
That is between me and my sister.
Yeah.
Will be Silent's only option for crashing that base. I'll tell you the rest later. But first, there are a couple of things I have to do.
Oh. And what are those?
Lay my friend to rest. And then I'm going to use the override that Beta gave me at Gemini to put an end to Regala's rebellion. From the air.
Wait. Since you insist on doing things your way, I know of something that will truly help you make a grand entrance with the Tenakth. The ancient Horus Titans still possess electromagnetic energy cells as part of their arsenal.
Oh.
Drop one of those on Regala's army and they'll receive quite a surprise. So go, do what you must. I'll come to your base if you managed to bring silence to the table.
Not if. When. Erend, are you there?
Aloy! Aloy, is that really you?
Yeah, it's me. Where's everyone else?
We're all... We're back at base. What happened?
It might be easier to explain in person. I'll try to join you there when I can.
Okay. We'll wait here for you. It's good to hear your voice, Aloy.
Oh, we should have said something about Varl, right? Unless they found him. Where exactly are we? Oh, great! Okay, we're tucked away. Oh god, didn't I walk past this? God, how did I not... I came so close to discovering this, right? Because I'm fairly sure we came along this beach here. And then walked around here. Wow, I came so close to walking right in here. Obviously it would have been locked and everything, but... Alright, well, god damn it, Varl. I was expecting someone to die in that mission.
Just to let you know, I'm now patched into your focus network.
Great.
Great. I take it the other Zeniths can't hear us?
Of course not. And they don't know about your base either, in case you were wondering. I've sent you data on the Horus energy cells you can use against Regala's forces. Reach out to me when you're ready to acquire one.
Understood.
Horus energy cells. Oh, Varl. God, couldn't she have let off that, like, blinding sensory overload thing while he was still alive? That just seems like... I know she had to get into position and whatnot, but... She could have got out of there with us, Beta, and Varl, surely. Like... Surely. All Horus combat platforms, including EMP cells as part of their arsenals. Acquiring and deploying one shouldn't be difficult, but we'll get to that in a moment. The bigger issue is activation. Barring extraordinary circumstances, such as interference from Hades, as you experienced last year, all Horus munitions are inert, deactivated by Minerva's decryption regime during the 21st and 22nd centuries. To render these EMPs operational, we will have to skirt those efforts. I've devised a way to do so without causing unwanted repercussions. A bespoke code signal that should enable all and only such devices in the vicinity. I've transferred it to your focus. All you have to do now is send it out. The Zero Dawn communications relay should do the trick. I believe you refer to them as tallnecks. I've chosen one for you that is centrally located, now marked on your HUD. Simply override it as you would normally, and my signal will automatically transmit every EMP on every Horus within a 5-click radius, 500 kilometer radius, should come online. Onto acquisition and deployment. Horus units manufactured EMPs into their fabrication bays, then subsequently loaded them onto their multi-purpose appendages, or tentacles if you like. Because the cells were designed to be detachable, enabling them to be fired or thrown at enemy forces, their fittings should be quite light. The only way to attain them will be through the air, but it sounds like you already have that covered. When you reach one, it should come loose with a hardy yank, rust or corrosion notwithstanding. There's no need to prime the cell, as they're designed to trigger on impact. Once you have one, all you need to do is drop it in the target area. I'm sure Regala and her minions will enjoy the experience. All the best, Tilda. Bloody shellwalkers marching around outside your house, Tilda. I can't believe Varl's gone. He was such a staple, right? No, he wouldn't have left us behind though, would he? The only thing he could have done was run, right? Just annoyed Tilda couldn't have saved him somehow, right? Surely she could have carried the body out with her. Oh man. There's no way he survived, right? There's no way. He was stabbed through like the... right through the middle of his torso, right? Alright, we need to find a... there we go. There. Yeah, Tilda wasn't quite what I was expecting. I was expecting her and Elizabeth to have had a much closer relationship than she said. I still think she might be holding something back in that regard. I just find it really hard to believe that Elizabeth would have willfully given her the Apollo stuff just because of who she was as a scientist or whatever. You know, she only met her once. Where is this bonfire at all? Is it right next to these? It's literally right next to the Shell Walker. Alright, sack that. We'll find another one. Oh dear me. We'll miss you, Val. Such a positive character, right? Right, we need to find another... God, there really is no other bonfire. Yeah, I really wish we could have got some more specific details about the zeniths from her.
Shell walker scuttling around. Wonder what it's got in
No, we don't care. And not even Dark Souls puts enemies right next to the bonfires. So yeah. Wow. I'm glad we didn't end up shooting Beta at the very least. Yeah, I just wish we could have got some specific details about any other Zeniths that are alive still. Because I don't know... Would it really have only been 4 of them? Right? Like Eric, Gerard, Tilda and Verbena. Was it really only 4 of them that escaped? Surely there are more of them on the spacecraft. Surely. Right, so we need to get Silence on board. He's going to be a menace if he gets a hold of any of this Zenith tech, right? But he's not daft, right? He can be... He's very self-serving.
This wind's a force to be reckoned with.
Part of me would think that he would ask to be taken with the Zeniths, right? I don't know. It's hard to judge with Silence. I think he might surprise us. I still think Regala might have something of a change in her, but probably not, right? I do think Tilda's holding something back about her relationship with Elizabeth, right? I mean, she said she used to be a spy, right? She used to work in counterintelligence, so there's no way she's just going to put all her cards on the deck out, right? There's no way she's going to lay out all of her cards that she can possibly play here. No way. Not in my opinion, at least. Yeah, there's no way Elizabeth trusted Tilda enough to give her the Apollo stuff. Well, I suppose on the one hand, maybe I'm not considering the fact that Elizabeth was just doing it as a contingency for the failure of the Zero Dawn project, right? She just thought, well, if I fail, then at least I'm sending the Apollo knowledge with the only other remaining humans. Maybe that's purely the reason why she did it. And there was no further, like, relationship with her and Tilda, but I feel like Tilda's definitely withholding something there. I got so emotional when she called Beta her sister then. I was like, finally. Let's get there, like, unified. Aloy's been resistant, she really has. But yeah, that was a really, really cool moment. Alright guys, we'll pick it up from here next time. Val, really sad to lose Val. I had a feeling someone was going to die, but I don't know who I thought it might be, right? I'll pick it up from here next time. Hope you enjoyed it. Leave me a thumbs up if you did. Just remember, everybody, never trust an on-crate. I'll see you next time.